Happy Monday! Today is Monday, March 16th, and tomorrow it is March 17th, which means that it is St. Patrick's Day. Today what we're going to be doing, as you can see, Yossi is in our video too. He's chewing on another bone that he's got to keep him calm, because if he wasn't chewing on his bone, he would try to be licking and eating the book, and you guys know how he's so crazy sometimes. But what we're going to do today is we're going to read this story called Mrs. Spitzer's Garden. Because when we come back to school, which will be sometime after March 31st, it'll be sometime in April when we come back to school, we're going to be learning about plants. And we're going to be learning about their life cycles and all the plant parts and how plants grow and how the sun helps plants and all of that fun stuff. And what we're going to get to do is we're going to get to plant our very own plant. We're going to get to plant a bean plant, we're going to get to plant a flower, and we're going to get to plant some grass seed to make it look like a caterpillar. So it's going to be really fun. I wanted to share something about gardening with you before I start reading our story. When I was a little girl, my grandmother loved to garden. And she still likes to garden to this day. Her house has flowers everywhere. She loves to garden. But when I was a little girl, my mom decided that one day we were going to try to plant a garden. And we planted pumpkin seeds and we planted sunflower seeds. And we didn't know that sunflowers grew to be as tall as they did. So in the springtime, we got our gardening tools. We got some shovels and we got soil and we got our seeds and our watering cans and our gloves and all of that good stuff. And we went to our backyard and we planted our pumpkin seeds and our sunflowers, knowing that they probably wouldn't sprout until sometime in the summer. And so a couple months passed by, we were taking good care of our plants, and then one day our sunflowers popped out and they were beautiful. But our sunflowers kept growing and they grew and they grew and grew and grew and grew until they were over 6 feet tall. And we had no idea our sunflowers were going to grow so tall. They grew and they grew and they grew, and then they started growing and fell over like this. So we had these huge sunflowers in our house, and we had no idea what to do with them. But the flowers that we will plant won't end up doing anything like that. They'll be small flowers that we'll plant and take care of. So this story right here is called, like I said, it's called Mrs. Spitzer's Garden, and our author is Edith Cateau, and our illustrator is Trisha Tusa. And this book was given to me by my Nana and my granddaddy, my two grandparents, for my college graduation. So I graduated in 2017, so this was one of the presents that they gave me when I graduated. Because this book is about a teacher who is also a gardener. But she doesn't just garden plants, she gardens children, which sounds kind of weird. But what she does, just like what I do, is that when she gets her students at the beginning of the school year, she pretends that they're seeds. Because all plants start out as a seed, and she takes care of them, and she loves them, and she teaches them until the end of the year. They're full-grown plants, but not really plants, who have grown and who have learned so much throughout the school year, which is just like you. When you first came to me, you were like little seeds, but now you've learned so much this school year, and now it's almost the end of the school year. It's almost time for you to go to second grade. And you've learned so much, and you're big, strong, beautiful, or handsome plants. And so I'm going to read you this story so that we can be ready to learn about plants when we come back to school. Let's see. Mrs. Spitzer's Garden. Mrs. Spitzer is a teacher. She is in room 108 of the Tremont Elementary School. Inside room 108 are 6 tables, 4 circles, and 2 rectangles. There is a rug in one corner with real hopscotch squares and checkerboards woven in bright colors. There is also a size chart, a birthday chart, a gerbil in a cage, a housekeeping and dress-up corner, a row of 22 pegs for coats and backpacks, and in another corner, Mrs. Spitzer's desk. Her classroom looks a lot different than ours. Yossi, sit down. See, I told you Yossi would try to eat the book. At the end of the summer, Mr. Merrick, the principal, walks down to the hall to Mrs. Spitzer's room and gives her a pack of seeds. Mrs. Spitzer consults her calendar and plans her daily schedule. She checks her tools. She makes sure the soil is right and light and well drained with plenty of room for sprouting. Then Mrs. Spitzer plants the seeds. She waters them and feeds them and makes sure that they get plenty of sun. Yossi, come here, buddy. Sorry, guys. The seeds begin to sprout. As the plants grow, Mrs. Spitzer watches them closely. She checks daily for weeds and pests. She knows that different plants need different things and that each plant has its own shape. Some of the plants grow quickly, pushing upward, eager and impatient. Some grow more slowly, unfolding themselves bit by bit. Some plants sprout thin and tall. Some are bushy and wide-spreading. Some are bold and showy. They are brightly colored, saying, "Look at me, look at me." Some are silvery and quiet, the color of the earth. A few are like wildflowers and will grow anywhere that you put them. And some need gentle care and a special watching over. As the seasons change, Mrs. Spitzer tends her garden. I wonder if you at home can decide what season it is just by looking at this illustration. I can guess what season it might be just by looking at what this plant is right here. And then the year is over and her job is done. But the plants keep growing, uncurling their stems, stretching their leaves outward, and showing their faces up to the sun. Mrs. Spitzer puts away her tools, her daily calendar, and her plan book. Soon another year will start, and Mr. Merrick will once again walk down the hallway with a pack of seeds for Mrs. Spitzer. She will dust off her tools and till the soil. In the picture right here, we can see that her students' names are on these flowers because, like I said, Mrs. Spitzer is a gardener of plants and children because she helps grow children from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, just like the teachers at Byers Dowdy do. And a new garden will soon begin. And so just like once you're a full-grown, beautiful first grade plant at the end of this school year, when you start in second grade, you'll be like a seed again because you won't know everything that you'll have to know in second grade. But your second grade teacher will help you grow, and she'll care for you, and she'll help you learn until you're a beautiful and strong plant, just like you are right now at the end of first grade. So what I want you to do, if you feel like you want to write about this story, because you know Miss Wolfe loves writing, and I know that you all love writing too, I want you to write about what kind of plant you would like to grow. Because, like I said, when we come back to school, we'll be planting our very own plants. And so if I could plant any plant in the world, I think that I would plant maybe an apple tree. Because I think apple trees would be fun to plant because they take a lot of care and it takes a long time for them to grow. So if you plant an apple tree, you're not just going to get apples the next year. It's going to take years and years and years of love and care for the apple tree to grow big and strong so that you can start getting apples. But if I planted the apple tree, I would never have to go buy apples at the grocery store ever again because my tree would be giving me apples. So I think that's the kind of plant that I would like to plant. When you do your writing, I would like for you to tell me what kind of plant you want to plant. It could be a tree, it could be a flower, it could be a type of vegetable plant, or it could be a just a plant that grows in any kind of garden or outside. So I hope that you will do your writing, and if you'll you can send me a picture, or you can bring it back to school when we come back in April. I hope you enjoyed our story for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be reading a different kind of story. I'll go ahead and give you a sneak preview of what tomorrow's book is going to be. It's going to be called St. Patrick's Day in the Morning, since tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. Don't forget to wear your green tomorrow, because the legend has it, if you don't wear green on St. Patrick's Day, someone's going to pinch you. So don't forget to wear your green, and I'll be back tomorrow to read you this story. I miss you, and I hope that I can see you so soon. I'm going to try to plan a day at the park where we can all come and play together, okay? See you soon. I miss you, and have a good rest of your day.